Located 60 kilometers north of Venezuela, Curaçao is the largest of the southern Dutch Caribbean islands. The island has a surface of 444 square kilometers and consists of a volcanic core rimmed with fossil coral reefs. Along the northern coastline, distinct fossil limestone terraces can be seen. They are the youngest geological formations of the island. The lower terrace is the youngest. The middle terrace is approximately 500,000 years old, and the highest terrace is even older. Limestone terraces are formed by living coral reefs growing underwater for different periods of time. During various ice ages, when the water level dropped, they appeared above the sea surface. Once these corals came above water, they turned into stone. Like coral reefs, coral sand beaches gradually turned into stone after they were completely lifted up above sea level. Climbing to the top of the hill, it's hard to believe these rocks were sandy beaches. These remnants consist of fossil coral beach sand and pebbles. The entire desert-like north coast of Curaçao is wild and rugged. The power of the water flowing back does not in the least bother the Sally Lightfoot crab, which continues foraging undisturbed. Big boulders along the coast are examples of how powerful the waves pound under the notch of the coastline. Huge rocks that could no longer resist the forceful wave impacts broke off, tilted over, and were tossed on the coast by waves hundreds of years ago. Well-preserved fossil corals show that limestone formations were once living coral reefs. Now, they form a characteristic part of the typical landscapes of the northern coastline of Curaçao, where different species of cacti and shrubs grow. The south coast is very different from the north coast and free of strong onshore winds, where the turquoise coral sand beaches of Curaçao offer a quiet environment for naturalists and divers. Coral reefs are the most biodiverse ecosystems on Earth. They are very delicately balanced systems depending on the interactions of all plants and animals that grow and live within the reef structure. Curaçao harbors some of the best coral reefs in the region. The island is a biodiversity hotspot location in the Caribbean. Not only is it important to protect this unique ecosystem that provides the foundation for the island's tourism-dependent economy, it also provides humans with a food source, possibilities for scientific research, and it's a source of new medicinal compounds.
One of the things that the Kamabi Foundation on Curaçao does is research on the island's natural resources, its nature. This information is being used by local authorities but other organizations to sustainably manage the island's natural resources. In addition to doing this research ourselves, we facilitate research from universities, students, scientists from all over the world that come to Curaçao to study the natural systems that exist on the island, and then especially its coral reefs. The island of Curaçao is surrounded by many inland bays, and in these inland bays, seagrasses and mangroves are found. The seagrass, not only does it provide the juvenile fish with a place to hide, it also is an important food source of certain animals like the green turtles that can only survive on the islands because of the inland bays in which these seagrass beds occur. Coral reefs and the inland bays sort of form together a system, as the inland bays provide the structure in which lots of the reef fish on the coral reefs hide as juveniles. Therefore, mangroves and seagrass are basically the nursery environments on which a lot of the organisms that will later on in life live on a coral reef depend.
To promote public awareness for Curaçao's delicate marine ecosystems, Ryan the Young, a passionate Curaçaoan, kayaked 1,000 miles from the island of St. Martin to Curaçao in 22 days with his third Clean Water Challenge in 2009. In Pescadera Bay, Ryan gives daily kayak tours of the inland bay. There are 4 different species of mangroves growing on Curaçao. The red mangrove is the only one that grows directly in salt water. They form a complex network of roots that have various important functions. The system provides a perfect nursery for certain fish species, of which 60% of their juveniles grow up in mangrove nurseries. The roots protect the reefs by filtering unwanted substances from land-based runoff before reaching the reef. In return, the reefs serve as wave breakers, helping to protect the mangroves from forceful impacts in times of hurricanes. At low tide, the fiddler crabs are busy. Males swing their enlarged claw to attract females for mating. Mangrove environments are abundant with quiet life. This beautiful, always green oasis provides an excellent environment for ourselves to enjoy true nature. Mangroves and coral reefs are 2 distinct ecosystems that influence each other. The natural symbiosis they have will only come to an end through terrible storms or by ignorance of man.